So I basically got this film for free. I know nothing about this film, just that it was a 4K by Kino Lorber, and you know what? I'll pay almost $5 for anything. June is a month that means a lot of things to a lot of people. Flag Day, summer vacation, summer school. You still gotta go to work. But for me, it brings something else. It's my birthday. So when it's my birthday, I get to splurge and buy whatever I want. Unlike all the other times, I splurge and buy whatever I want. That's besides the point. I was able to buy so many good DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks. I don't buy any DVDs. This month, I want to share them with you. And there's a little funny story, but I'll save that story for the end. So the first up, I got my first ever PAL Region 2 4K UHD, A Bittersweet Life. Now I won't talk too much because I already did a full-fledged review on this, so please check that out on my channel. If you want to hear the cliff notes, this movie is fantastic and I highly recommend it for anyone who's into world cinema or thriller cinema, or you got eyes. So check this out. Next up, I got a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Radiance Films Blu-ray releases. Now here is the funny part. So I was already planning on buying all these Radiance films for my birthday off Amazon because they're already kind of discounted. And the day before the Barnes & Noble Radiance sale, I bought them. Well, most of them. Now, should I just return them and spend that money again? I could have. I chose not to. Especially for one of them, because one of them on Amazon was out of order. So I kept them, and you know what? Am I bitter? No. Alright, so sob stories behind us. Let's continue. So I got majority Japanese films and one French collection. Before I continue, a word from our sponsor, coffee. Drink it as often as you can. So the first Radiance films, actually I'm going to talk about 3 of my Radiance films because they're all by the same director. And that is Japan Organized Crime Boss, Yakuza Graveyard, and Hurakari Proxy War. Now this is by filmmaker Kinji Fukasaku, and he is the same director that did Battle Royale and another film series that I will be talking about later on in this pickup video. And clearly I haven't watched these yet because they're still in the shrink wrap, so I can't comment that much about them. But I will say, if you know anything about Yakuza films from Japan, you know the name Kinji Fukasaku. Please comment down below if I'm saying that name wrong. But I'm super excited to get these films. I love Radiance Films also that they do the number system, and Yakuza Graveyard is number 2. And I believe because it's an old print, so it's not first run, so it doesn't come with the stylized slip right there. But I won't hold it against it. I still think it's pretty beautiful. I think all these collections are beautiful. And they have at least one more Kinji film that I don't have that I do plan on picking up. These are from the late 60s, early 70s. Organized Crime Boss is from 69. Yakuza Graveyard is, I believe, 76. And Proxy War is 77, and it's his last Yakuza film because, like, some people died in real life or something. I don't know. But beautiful cover, right? Beautiful cover. And I'm super excited to deep dive into Yakuza films because you'll see what I got left. And A Bittersweet Life is a Yakuza film. No, not a Yakuza film, but a gangster film. So I like gangster films. Speaking about gangster films, The Bounty Hunter is not a gangster film. This is a samurai action film that's inspired by James Bond and spaghetti westerns, and I know that because it's plastered all over this collection. But the guy who stars in it is the same film star as Lone Wolf and Cub. If you saw my Criterion update, you see I'm watching through Lone Wolf and Cub, and I'm loving them. And I didn't comment on the actor, but he does an amazing job. Such presence on the screen. You know, he makes you feel like he's a real samurai. And maybe he was. I don't know. But it's the same guy, and I don't know. I don't know really much about it. There's 3 films in here, and yeah, it's not a lot of special features, some special features, and I'm looking forward to this one. Have you seen the Bounty Hunter trilogy? Let me know down below. This next one is probably my most excited film. Yokohama BJ Blues. It's by one of the same directors as the Bounty Hunter trilogy, Kudo, and this is a 1981 film. And the reason why I'm super excited for this one is that it is a loosely inspired or remake of the Robert Altman film, The Long Goodbye, and that's one of my favorite films of all time. I love Robert Altman. I love The Long Goodbye. It's probably my favorite Raymond Chandler adaptation, even though I know it's not the most faithful. I don't know much about this besides I know it's beautiful, and I can't wait to watch it, and yeah. So this next one I think everybody's picking up, and it's The Eel. You know, it's the Palme d'Or winner, and it stars the same guy from The Perfect Day, or Perfect Days, and Cure. So yeah, I picked it up because I'm part of the hype train. This next one is another period piece, and that is Shinobi. It's a box set. I actually have an unboxing on my channel if you want to look at it. And this comes with 3 films, Band of Assassins, Revenge, and Resurrection. And this is a volume 1. There's going to be a volume 2. This has beautiful black and white artwork, beautiful cover. I love the colors of this film, this box. You know, Radiance does amazing boxes. You know, I got one more to show you, but like these, they give you really confidence that you're buying a good product. And I can't wait to, you know, after my Lone Wolf and Cub films I'm watching, this is the next thing I'm going to watch. And my last Radiance, my last one, is Hard Boiled. 3 pulp fillers of Alan Cornero. I'm sorry, all my French brethren, but I'm very excited for this one. The literature here says that it's akin to like the Dirty Harry or the Melville films with Alain Delon, noir, neo-noir, you know, atmosphere, and I love that stuff. You know, Les Samurai is one of my favorite films. Dirty Harry is one of my favorite films. French crime films in general are some of the best out there, along with the Japanese. So, you know, if you want to see a theme to all my, you know, what I'm into, it's into crime, samurai, action, Yakuza, gangster, cowboy films. Even though I have no westerns here. But I can't wait to buy this. Another beautiful set. Comes with a very meaty booklet. You know, if you haven't picked this up one, I would highly suggest picking this up. Another coffee break. Next, we're going to move on to Arrow. And I was so ecstatic when this film came back into print because it was out of print for so long. For so long. And that is not a film. It is a box set. The Battles Without Honor and Humanity, the complete collection. See, Kinji Fukasaku's. You know, these are 5 films, 3 cases, buttload of special features. I've seen these films already. I love these films. These are, you know, if you want to look up Yakuza films in the dictionary, you would find this right here. A lot of you have heard the theme songs or part of the songs in this collection. If you're a fan of Kill Bill, Quentin Tarantino loves this film, and he, you know, showed his love by immortalizing it in Kill Bill. And yeah, I can't, out of everything I have here, this is the number one thing I would suggest, because, like, man, like, you know, America, we got The Godfather, which, again, The Godfather is probably, you know, 1 and 2 of the best films of all time. But Japan got this, and, you know, I don't know if it's as good as The Godfather, but it's in the conversation, you know. So, it's back when Japan was just cranking these films out. You know, this was 5 films made, you know, within 2 years. The Bounty Hunter films were made in, like, a year. I talked about Lone Wolf and Cub, that was made in, like, in 2 years. The Female Scorpion series, that's 4 films made in a couple years. So they were just cranking out these films that had high quality. So I really just loved that 60s, 70s Japan. And that's not even including the Akira Kurosawa films that were coming out. Like, geez, man. Like, Japan, America, France, we were just releasing so many great films. Hong Kong, like, so many great films were coming out in the late 60s, throughout the 60s and throughout the 70s, and, you know, that's probably one of the best eras, because in America we always talk about the new wave, but, like, the rest of the world were also doing something interesting. Japan was going through their new wave, the French new wave was happening, you know, the Hong Kong new wave, that didn't happen until the 80s, but still, with the Jackie Chan films, the Bruce Lee films, you know, the Shaw Brothers film, the Golden Harvest films, all that stuff is amazing. John Woo was starting, you know. That was such a great time to be alive for a film fan, if you could see them, you know. Now it's a great time because we can own them all. Back then you couldn't. Now you can. You know, we have great collections like this that has all 5 of the original Battles Without Honor and Humanity films, you know. Now it's the best time to be a fan, you know, because we get to have that stuff now. Back in the day, we couldn't have it. This last film I got for a literal steal. It's a Kino Lorber 4K UHD, brand new Vice Squad. Your eyes do not deceive you, viewers. They had a $5 sticker on it. And guess who had a $5 coupon at Barnes & Noble? I did. So someone at Barnes & Noble messed up, put a $5 sticker on it, and they had to honor it. So I basically got this film for free. I know nothing about this film, just that it was a 4K by Kino Lorber, and you know what? I'll pay almost $5 for anything. You know, comment down below what you think this film is, if it's any good. I have no idea, but I'm excited to have it in my collection. Alright, here's my birthday pickups. This does not include my Criterions that I picked up. And I have one more. Wait. I got one more thing to show you guys. An unboxing. I picked up this Blu-ray just a couple days ago. It was on sale on Amazon for $12, and I couldn't believe it. So I decided to pick it up on an impulse, and I wanted to show you. And that film is an Arrow video film, American Werewolf in London, for $12. $12! You know, I've been seeing this film for years, you know, at the Barnes & Noble, you know, Arrow video sale. But I got this for $12. $12. I'll pay almost anything for $12, right? So that's everything I picked up in the month of June, besides my criterions. If you want to check out that video, I'll leave it linked down below. I also have a couple other videos, like my Sunday criterion about Mishima Life in 4 chapters. And I have 10 criterion recommendations for you. You know, if you want to see more of my content, you can always subscribe. And, you know, if you don't subscribe, just comment down below what you picked up this month and if you like what I got. You know, that would give me some validation and meaning. Until next time, I've been Jack from Minnelli Studio Entertainment, and I'm signing out. See you later.